Wo war das? Welcome here in the Ars Electronica Center in our wonderful deep space. As many of you know, this is the place where we also make our announcements for media, for the public, in particular when we have new and exciting programs. And today is another of these days where we really are able, super excited and happy to present a great new initiative. First of all, it's really a great new initiative for citizen science. I mean, this is such an important area of activity, of engagement, of empowerment, but also something that is really super driving innovation in so many areas. I think in particular in the last year, with all these fast developments of technology, of new sciences, we have learned, and we are basically daily witnessing how important things like transparency, open access, and of course participation, not only of local groups, but also of national activities and even international and on global scale, how important these things are. This is what it's basically about when we talk about citizen science, and fortunately the European Union has for quite a while already recognized this important contribution to the development of our future, to the development of society, and of course to the development of sciences. It's very much about this collaboration between science institutions from all different areas and citizens from all different areas. The variety of projects is wonderful. It's really such an amazing diversity. So what could be better than awarding the front runners, awarding the pioneers, creating a competition, an award, a prize award for the best, the outstanding, the most outstanding citizen science projects here in Europe, to present them as lighthouses, to present them as guides that are helping others to get engaged in the same way and be encouraged with their own activities. So the European Prize for Citizen Science, or the Citizen Science Prize of the European Union, as the official title is, this is what we are going to present today. And nobody else could do this better than Veronika Liebl, who is the head of all our activities here at Ars Electronica in collaboration with European Union, with European partners. She is responsible for this very successful development, and she is one of the masterminds actually behind this new award. She was with the team from the very beginning to develop it. So please, Veronika, tell us more about it.
Thank you so much, Gerfried. Indeed, the European Commission actually had the aim to further promote, of course, citizen science, but also show and highlight how, which significant contribution citizen science can make to a vibrant European citizens community. And we were lucky to be tasked by the European Commission actually with implementing this prize, this European Prize for Citizen Science, and awarding really outstanding achievements which put in particular research, innovation, commitment, engagement, and also creativity at really the core and the service of our society. At the core of enabling citizens, but also at the core of enabling the society at large. We are awarding this in 3 different categories, with a total of 100,000 euros prize money each year. We are awarding 1 grant prize, which is not limited to any specific topic or themes, but really awards outstanding excellence in the advancement of knowledge, also in the future development of our European society, through the empowerment of the civil society, through the empowerment of citizens. We are awarding 1 project in the field of diversity and collaboration, which focuses in particular on initiatives which showcase really an explorative new way of collaborative methodology. this can be done either through a diverse engagement of stakeholders, but also through a diverse engagement of different science agendas. For example, we had projects in mind really demonstrating excellence in culture diversity, in gender diversity, social inclusion, and also stakeholder engagement. We are awarding one project in the field of digital communities, focusing really on the wide range of scientific, of artistic, of social initiatives, with the aim, on the one side, for social benefit, but also to build communities on the other side, really through using the means of digital tools and technologies, either in an innovative way or in a completely different alternative way. And on top of these 3 prizes, we are also awarding 27 honorary mentions. The Citizen Science Prize is awarded this year in 2023 for the very first time, and we will continue for at least 2 more years to continue the prize. Submissions were actually open from January to March 2023 to projects from all over Europe, in particular the European research area. And we are going to present, of course, the outcomes and the winners at the Ars Electronica Festival from September 6th to September 10th. We had the joy and the luck to be joined by a group of really 5 experts, jury members from all over Europe, who actually joined us in pre-evaluating all projects and then came together in a jury panel discussion in April to set basically the ground of what we're going to present today to you. We had 5 jury members, as I said. It was Pedro Russo, assistant professor of astronomy from the University of Leiden, Kate Austin, artist and chemist, Louis Hu, public engagement consultant, then Stephanie Wuschitz, who is actually engaged at the interface of art, science, technology in critical media practices, and Andreas Forzi, who is the president of the Citizen Science Italian Initiative. The prize itself is embedded into a wider initiative which is called Impetus. It is funded through Europe's Horizon Europe program, which is actually funding and supporting research and innovation activities all over Europe. Next to the Citizen Science Prize, Impetus actually recognizes and supports projects in the field of citizen science all over Europe, in particular those really contributing to the Europe's Green Deal and also to the UN's Sustainable Development Goals. And over the course of the next years, with this, we are actually going to distribute more than 2 million euros really in supporting and accelerating projects also financially in Europe. And when I say we are actually part of a larger consortium, and I would like to say also hi and thank them dearly for contributing. Of course, we are a group of research organizations, academia, civil society, citizen science projects and initiatives, of course, with King's College in London, the European Science Engagement Association, Nesta, UK's Innovation Agency for Social Good, also Science for Change from Spain, and 2 innovation companies with T6 from Italy and Sabala Innovation Consulting. We all started this project together 1 year ago with one clear ambition that we actually want to push a bit the boundaries of citizen science, also show the diversity of what can be projects in citizen science who really do justice also to environmental, to social and infrastructural challenges of our time. And we are super happy that actually the selection of the top 30 projects, this range of the top 30 projects, is so diverse. And with this, I hand back over to Gerfried to give us an impression of this diversity.
Yes, thank you very much. So I have the pleasure now to really rush you through this exciting list of the honorary mentions. A very important part of a competition or award like this is not only to single out, the best projects, but also to create a kind of ontology of different types of projects that really can give a very strong impression of the important and rich variety of this project. So let's start. I think you can see them in the background of me. There is, for example, the project Sensus, Sensing for Justice. It's an Italian project that is exploring the potential of civic monitoring as a source source of evidence for environmental litigation. From France comes Paolo Energy. This is a project that explores how forgotten patents can shake up the future. Catch the Waters from the Netherlands is a citizen science campaign to gain insight in the ecological water quality in the Netherlands. From a totally different area, one would think, is the project Artigo, social image tagging. It's about art history, cultural heritage. How can we deal with all this wonderful amount of data that we have? So this is a collaborative platform that is collecting and organizing metadata and tags for art history. Dry Rivers is a citizen science app for advancing the science and management of intermittent streams. It comes from France and Hungary. Aqua Grande is a digital community memory project, a digital information resource that is created by a community for the community itself, based on the catastrophic Aqua Grande inundations in Venice in 1966 and 2019. Another environmental-oriented project is Whale Track, community marine mammal monitoring for nature restoration. Surfing for Science, a wonderful project that is pioneering as an initiative to assess the level of microplastic pollution in shoreline waters. Hannesdom, the citizen science platform, is unlocking tomato genetic resources to benefit farmers, citizens, and chefs, and is a collaboration between these different areas and community. Surfside Science is a project that is focusing on the methods for measuring the quality of air and seawater. GeoVacuiDo is a citizen science and cooperation initiative against depopulation of rural areas. And the European Bird Census Council is citizen scientists monitoring birds for policy research and society in Europe. Dark Sky Matter is, again, in a slightly different area. It allows citizens to contribute to a global map of nighttime light pollution. Phenoclim is a project with the aim to evaluate the influence of climate change on the phenology of plant and animal species in mountain areas of France, Spain, Italy, and Switzerland. And jumping to another area, DigiID Plus is a multidisciplinary, co-created digital inclusion program. Project Roadkill is going back to environmental areas, the way how humans and animals live together, because it's mapping where and which animals are run over on the streets here in Austria. Proyecte Rius is from Spain. It provides an opportunity for people to get outdoors and be involved in the evaluation of their local aquatic ecosystems. Mosquito Alert, another project that got an award, is utilizing community intelligence for mosquito-borne disease preparedness and response. EVE Online Project Discovery is a game that is analyzing COVID-19 data to help scientists understanding the impact on our immune system. YouCount, a youth-focused citizen social science project that empowers young people and creates social innovation. Cities Health is a citizen science project for urban environment and health that is assessing air and noise pollution, wood burning, and urban design and mobility at local levels. I don't know if I spelled this now right. Kuriusen Neutzen. Sorry, I never rehearsed this, is a wonderful consortium and an environmental project that is monitoring environmental problems such as air quality or heat and drought, with thousands of citizens taking measurements and providing it to the science. Digital Violence is a project from Forensic Architectures, the very famous group of investigative journalists and digital journalists. It's a project where they are investigating in a multidimensional study the malicious use of the malware program Pegasus, made by the Israeli cyber weapons company NSO Group, against activists, journalists, and human rights activists. Europeana Transcribe on Transcription. Oh my God. really hard time, is, I mean, you know, Europeana, the really super important and big project here of the European Union to collect all the cultural information of Europe. And Europeana Transcribe is an online citizen science initiative for the enrichment of this digitized material from the Europeana collections. Ocean Roots is an ocean literacy and citizen science approach exploring the maritime culture of Epocente in Portugal. Sophie Gray is an audio bot that has been trained by artists and its developers to have conversations about identity, art, and feminism. And when gig workers regain control, from France is a data governance model for a new French mobility service by gig workers. I think this, you know, really rushed ride, helicopter ride through all these different projects really gives you an idea of the huge diversity and also, as Veronika mentioned, you know, also the huge amount of submissions that we got that really allowed us to put together a wonderful, I would say, map and overview of all these exciting activities. And of course, it's much better if we are going now to look at the finalists, the last 3 prizes, and Andrew Newman of the Ars Electronica team who prepared and worked on this award will start now with the presentations of the award winners. Please, Andrew.
So I'm going to be announcing now the Diversity and Collaboration Award. It's awarded for excellence in explorative collaboration, cultural diversity, gender diversity, stakeholder engagement, and social inclusivity. For this category, the jury was looking for projects that promote intercultural dialogue, increase equity to science through STEAM or transdisciplinary approaches, and demonstrate novel approaches to science engagement that engage local communities. And so, without further ado, the first Diversity and Collaboration Award of the European Union Prize for Citizen Science goes to the Urban Belonging Project. It comes from the Urban Belonging Collective, an interdisciplinary team of urban planners and researchers from both Copenhagen and Amsterdam, and is a shining example of diversity and collaboration that creates and implements innovative methods for citizen engagement that foreground diverse and marginalized experiences in urban planning. So let's have a look at the project now.
The last years highlighted many social injustices. These magnified that cities work differently for various people and the need to interrogate how urban life is entangled with questions of power. We long for more diverse and nuanced insights into how the city works as a space of belonging. Not from the professional eyes of those who design it, but from those who live in it. To this end, a collective of planners and researchers initiated the Urban Belonging Project as a quest to document the lived experience of underrepresented groups in Copenhagen. The Urban Belonging Project takes an alternative way to engage underrepresented communities. We engaged participants who self-identify as deaf, LGBTQ+, homeless, internationals, ethnic minorities, people with physical disabilities, and people with mental vulnerabilities. First, we talked to their local representative organizations to let their insights about each group shape the project. Then, 33 participants were invited to show us the city from their perspective, using participatory photography and map-making. With an app developed for this project, participants went on walks to take photos of situations and places that gave them a positive or negative sense of belonging. Over the course of 10 days, participants went on more than 100 walks and captured more than 1,400 photos of Copenhagen. They also filled out a spatial survey answering questions about their life in the city by drawing maps. Working collaboratively in workshops to interpret their own data, produce illustrations and narratives, we centered analytical and storytelling power in the participants. The result is a unique catalogue of photos, maps, data visualizations and scenarios of the socially sustainable city. The catalogue qualifies what belonging means to different people, maps geospatial patterns of where different marginalized identities have positive and negative experiences, opens conversations about how we experience the same places differently, and crafts an intersectional gaze on the city. Now, we are working on turning insights into design principles, future scenarios, and a public exhibition about the socially sustainable city.
Collaboration Award was really asking for a lot, and the Urban Belonging Project definitely deserves it. It demonstrates how citizen science can contribute to making society more equitable and accommodating for diverse sections of society. The project showcases what is possible through transdisciplinary collaboration, with a team spanning fields like digital humanities, service design, sociology, visual methodologies, programming, architecture, photography, technoanthropology, and visualization design. Its results and methods are open, replicable. The app is available on GitHub. An intersectional and feminist approach was also taken, and the jury especially commended the particular attention to supporting communities whose stories are often not considered in urban planning, through relevant partner organizations and the resultant sensitivity, creativity, and accessibility of the engagement approaches and the data visualization. So congratulations to the Urban Belonging Project. I will now hand you over to Vanessa Hannesschläger, the head of EU projects at Ars Electronica, who will introduce our next category award winner. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Andrew. And despite a slight technological glitch that already spoiled a little bit our next award, I am no less excited to have the great honor of introducing you to the European Union Prize for Citizen Science Digital Community Awards winner. The Digital Communities Awards has somewhat of a history within Ars Electronica, and we are very excited to be awarding this category for the first time, also in the context of the European Union Prize for Citizen Science. The prize is awarded for excellence in creating and supporting communities, for delivering social benefits and fostering an open and inclusive civil society through the innovative and alternative use of digital technologies. And the Digital Community Award goes to the Restart Project, the right to repair and reuse your electronics, an initiative originating in Great Britain that you will learn about more in the upcoming video.
Our relationship with electronics is broken. We're consuming too much, too quickly, and feeling frustrated. As a result, e-waste is the fastest growing waste stream in the world. And our consumption of new devices is contributing to rapidly increasing greenhouse gas emissions from resource extraction and processing, which already accounts for around half of the world's emissions. Repair is an effective way to combat these issues by keeping our devices in use for longer, slowing consumption of new products, and driving a shift towards a circular economy in line with the UN's Sustainable Development Goals. But products are getting harder and harder to fix. We know this because since 2012, the Restart Project has helped local communities organise and run repair events, where people can work with skilled volunteers to fix their broken devices. We also support others to do the same around Europe and the world. At these events, Citizen scientists record data about the broken items they see. After co-founding the Open Repair Alliance in 2017, we worked with our partners to create the Open Repair Data Standard. Using this standard as a foundation, we developed our open source community platform, restarters.net, to enable citizens across Europe and beyond to record the repair data consistently and make sure it's interoperable with other networks. In our network alone, over 250 citizens have logged data about more than 32,000 broken items so far. On behalf of the Open Repair Alliance, we also aggregate and publish data from all members under an open license. Our latest dataset contains over 81,000 records from over 600 communities. Raw data is a good start, but we want to use it to push for broader change through education and awareness and campaigning for better policy at national and EU levels. So we engage citizens in 3 additional ways. First, we launched a European Right to Repair campaign to bring citizens' voices into the Brussels bubble. Since launching in 2019, the coalition now represents thousands of individual citizens and over 100 organisations from 21 EU countries. Our objective is to make repair affordable, accessible and mainstream in legislation in line with the objectives of the European Green Deal and the Circular Economy Action Plan. Next, we used our data on broken devices to help inform policy discussions. Through 6 online microtasks, over 600 citizen scientists analysed data from over 11,000 attempted repairs, helping us learn why products break and how regulations can make repair easier and more accessible for everyone. We published this analysis as open data and used it as evidence in submissions to the European Commission itself. Finally, we researched the environmental impacts of consumer products. With a small, diverse team of citizen scientists, we designed and completed a research project that produced an open dataset of greenhouse gas emissions for 59 product categories, analysis we couldn't find publicly anywhere else at the time. We published the data widely and built an open source educational tool that allows citizens to estimate the environmental benefits of their repairs. Taken together, our citizen data has helped us educate and inform the public and successfully push for the approval of new EU regulations around user replaceable batteries and smartphone repairability and software support, as well as a shift away from voluntary agreements by the manufacturers of printers. We've achieved a huge amount in recent years and are building on these gains to fix our relationship with electronics for people, planet, and future.
Now, the jury of the European Union Prize for Citizen Science had many good reasons to select the Restart project as the winner of the Digital Communities Award. Let me quote to you from the jury statement. The Restart project has been supporting the repair and reuse of technology for more than 10 years. This growing and global community has gone on to not only revitalize old technology, but also to provide data and carry out research that give insights into the impact that reuse and repair has on the environment. And let me add the very positive impact, of course, that this project enables society to have on our environment. One element I would like to highlight from the jury discussions was that a big topic for the jury was that e-waste in the EU has a significant impact on the environment, not only within Europe, but also within other parts of the world. And the counteraction of these developments and the support that the Restart project provides also on a policy level was one of the main reasons for the jury to select this project for this award. Another element that is worth highlighting is the complete open approach, which is also a wonderful best practice example of a citizen science project that goes open science, open source, open access all the way on the software and the hardware level. So this beautiful bottom-up initiative that has now evolved into such an impactful project is a wonderful, wonderful winner. And let me congratulate again the Restart project on the European Union Prize for Citizen Science Digital Communities Award. And now, without further ado, let me hand over back to Veronika Liebl to introduce us to our grand prize winner.
Yes, now it is actually time for revealing the big winner of the European Union Prize for Citizen Science, awarded for outstanding achievements in the advancement of knowledge through the empowerment of civil society and citizens in the development of the future. Big works, but also a fantastic project. The grand prize goes to ISALA, Citizen Science Map of the Vaginal Microbiome. Let's look into the project. We have a video which will explain the project in a fantastic way.
Hello, I'm Professor Sarah Lebeer and I'm the principal investigator of the ISALA project. I'm really excited to take you with me on our journey of this project. How we set up this project, how we obtain scientific results and communicate them to society, and how we participate in community engagement. The ISALA project has both scientific and societal goals. The scientific goals are that we want to map the female microbiome and how this is influenced by lifestyle and environmental factors. And we want to use this information to develop better diagnostics and therapeutics to really improve women's health. But we also have societal goals. We want to break the taboo on vaginal health and create awareness on this intimate topic. And we want to empower women to take their health into their own hands.
Our ISALA project is inspired by Isala van Diest, the first female physician in Belgium. She was an activist, feminist and role model. We from ISALA are standing on the shoulders of great women in history. And we also look towards an innovative future. So we chose a subtle logo to be as inclusive as possible. Our ISALA team started small and mighty, but thanks to the success we were able to grow our team with a lot of talented people. Now we have more expertise and a wide range of research projects on vaginal and reproductive health. ISALA also has a multidisciplinary advisory board with communication experts, sociologists, non-profit organizations, GPs, gynecologists, epidemiologists, biostatisticians and bioinformaticians, who all stand by the team and provide advice on a range of topics. We launched ISALA in March 2020, hoping to reach 200 women via social media and general press. The posts of ISALA were broadly picked up by different types of Belgian press: newspapers, radio, magazines, social media and the word of mouth. The broad attention shows the urgent need in society for women's health projects like ISALA. After 10 days, more than 5,500 women signed up to participate to ISALA. And we had to close registrations because we had no funding to include them all at that time. We made attractive kits with clear brochures, communication tools to break taboos, vaginal swabs and tools to safely send the kits back to a lab. Everyone of the team chipped in to make more than 4,000 kits for everyone who filled out their address. We provided clear explanations of how to sample the vaginal swabs via the brochures, videos and website. 80% did send the kit with their samples back to a lab within 2 months, often with personal notes and postcards with kind words. After registering all these thousands of samples, our marathon lab work started. Real teamwork made this a success. We poured the results into infographics on our website and social media channels. All our participants also had their personal results page. And we made a page for medical professionals. Our results were picked up by the Belgian press, showing that they are of interest for the broad public. Next, we put a lot of effort in deep and integrated analysis to publish the scientific manuscript in a peer-reviewed top journal. Since we are a citizen science project, we like to co-create our research with citizens. Therefore, we invest a lot in community engagement online, via social media and offline during events. Online, we engage with participants and enthusiasts through social media, with polls, messages and open questions. People have a safe space and kind corner to share their story, to help each other, to share interesting research ideas. We also send out periodic newsletters with updates on our research, behind the scenes, new results, new blog posts and upcoming events. You can also find the Isala team at various events. We give a lot of talks and poster presentations at scientific conferences and events for the broad public. We have even organized our first Isala symposium last January. Our Isala journey has only just begun, and we have big plans for the future. In Belgium, we plan to do follow-up projects tackling more women's health and vaginal microbiome questions. But also beyond the Belgian borders, the Isala project is inspiring sisterhood projects all over the world.
Yes, congratulations to this really outstanding project. Congratulations also to the more than 6,000 people, researchers and citizens who were actually involved in studying the vaginal microbiome together, also collecting together this quite unique and pioneering new data sets for women health. The project addresses social stigma and also medical bias in an unparalleled way. And that's why the jury was unanimously really excited about the project. And so are we. And that's why I'm really thrilled to have a representative today with us from Isala. Please, Sarah, welcome. Thanks so much for making it to Linz. Thanks so much for being with us today. Before we jump into a deeper discussion on this fantastic project, I just wanted to read out one part of the jury statement commending you really for this excellent citizen science project Isala is, in particular for approaching each part of the project with extreme care, dedication and passion. Topic: research methodology, engagement and communication. There are toolkits online to support conversations alongside the research and enable taboo-busting questions between groups and researchers. Embedded through this is a focus on building communities and supporting education around the world globally, addressing wider health inequalities. Well, I mean, I have also to say that the level of participation, the level of engagement is really fantastic and stunning in this project. I think at the beginning when you started, you had in mind to recruit 200 women to collect the vaginal swabs, but within just 10 days, more than 5,000 people registered. How surprised were you by this public interest, and maybe what also did trigger this public interest in your opinion?
Thank you very much. We were very excited when we got this prize. It's really, yeah, it's so unique. I don't even have the words. Our team is ecstatic about it. To answer your question, well, we were surprised, yes and no, in the sense that yes, because when we were telling people that we were recruiting 200 women, that everyone was like, ooh, 200 is a lot, you're a little bit ambitious, it's quite a taboo topic. And no, because we really thought that this is a necessary and urgent topic, and it's an unmet societal need. But those people really kind of made us a little bit doubt ourselves that, oh, maybe we're just like, you know, scientists, how they think their research is the coolest and the most necessary research out there. And once we launched, we felt that the public agrees with us, and those smaller voices that really increases taboo, we don't have to listen to. So yeah, it was really, I think the society really needed it, and it was met with open arms.
Great that it was met with open arms. Also, maybe if one thing which is of course important for the Citizen Science Prize in particular is the vision, how it can contribute to scientific impact. So what do you think are the key findings so far from the project, or what key findings may you actually are working on currently for the future?
Well, quite a lot, and a lot of surprising findings actually, which is actually really unique, because most of the research, a lot of research that happens at universities is together with university hospitals, and there you don't always find a reference sample of the community, of the society. A lot of women would have past gynecological problems, and we were really interested in knowing what's a healthy average woman vaginal microbiome look like, and we found that actually it was healthier than we expected and then is known from scientific research. And this is necessary to know how one goes from an optimal healthy microbiome of vaginal health to a more diseased state, and we can focus a little bit more on preventive care lifestyle, preventive lifestyle, life course events. But also if you're unfortunate, because sometimes we just, you just don't have your lockdown, we're working on therapies of live bacteria that we isolate from healthy women, and we can create live biotherapeutics. And lastly, because we have now this ISALA sisterhood all over the world, we're hoping that it will be more inclusive conclusions, more tailored to ethnic societies all over the world, more tailored to the geographic location as well, and not necessarily a more Eurocentric conclusion to what the vaginal microbiome would look like.
Mm-hmm. We are definitely excited to see and follow the future outcomes of the project. Now you have seen the run through all of the top 30 projects. What, in your experience, what do you think, what vision lies ahead of us in citizen science, and how we can maybe also shape a society we actually want to foster with citizen science in the future?
Yeah, well, I was really impressed with all the honorary mentions and the other 2 awards winners. It's amazing, and I think we at ISALA, we believe that citizen science brings citizens closer to science and science closer to citizens, which then in case helps governments and policymakers to really cater to society and to really know what the societal problems are, and then our science can be more tailored to what society needs, in that sense that, for example, for women's health issues, we're sometimes surprised that there is no paper out of this, on this research. So by having citizens really, oh, I have this problem and it's never been researched before, and so on. We also think that by really giving citizens the opportunity to be scientists, that it will increase scientific literacy and build more trust between scientists and the citizens and society in general. So that's really something that's really important. And I think lastly is a lot of these problems, not only ours, but of the other award winners and other honorary mentions, they're very complex and interconnected, and they need a multidisciplinary approach, not just from scientists and different fields, but also from society and citizens. And this is really what citizen science do. It brings all these people together to work on this complex issue from different perspectives. So I'm really looking forward. I'm very excited for this project and this award. Thank you.
We are also very excited. Thank you so much for joining us today. We actually postponed a big party to the award ceremony during the festival and invite you back. Of course, the project will be on display during the festival from September 6th to 10th. So everyone who got an interest, just please join and follow the projects being presented at the festival. Sarah already dived a bit into actually the vision of citizen science, also why we are doing this and why we are accelerating this also for the future. A vision she shares and we share for sure also with Margarete Vestager, Executive Vice President of the European Commission, who actually shared a short video message with us.
Dear friends, it's a pleasure to be with you, although from afar, to celebrate science and to celebrate all of you who contribute to make it a real, live thing. Scientific research serves nothing if it stays behind closed doors. It needs people. It needs you to take it into our lives. Together, you turn science away from the exclusive. You turn it towards us as humans. Because scientific breakthroughs happen when the best brains meet, scientists, researchers, industry, students, and when together they serve, you serve what people need. This is how science helps solve some of our biggest challenges. This is precisely what the 3 winners of the Citizen Science Prize do. With more than 6,000 women who took part in their research, ISALA managed to break a taboo around vaginal health and expand new possible discoveries around women's health. That's not a small thing. By creating repair communities, Restart Project makes each and every one of us able to repair our tech devices, from our phones to our toasters. It brings circularity and the fight against climate change literally into our hands. That's the way to go. And the Urban Belonging Project changes our approach to cities by giving us the perspective of all the communities that live in it, rather than, as you say it, the professional eyes of those who plan it. Stort tillykke. So to all three winners, to all of you who participated in this Citizens Science Award, huge congratulations. All your initiatives means a lot for European research and innovation. And thanks to all colleagues of Horizon Europe who contribute to make science excellence the beating heart of Europe, one project at a time. I wish you a wonderful celebration.
Also for the vision of citizen science in Europe, and thanks so much, of course, also from the for the very important financial support and funding of the European Commission to this European Union Prize for Citizen Science. With this, we're actually already coming to an end. If you got interested, if the project just triggered the beginning of your interest, then please come to the Ars Electronica Festival in September and explore and dive more into these outstanding initiatives and practices. With this, we really say goodbye for today, to the people in the stream. For the media representatives, we will be available for a couple of questions in some minutes. Thank you so much, and see you soon.